Hello, my name is Erica Brownfield, and I will be doing my final speech for Speech 108. And the cameraman is 1. My mom is in the little FaceTime thing. You see her, she's right there. Say hi, Ma. Hello. Okay, and then that's 1 body, 2, 3. So in all total will be 5. All right, so let's get started. Alright. Can you imagine wanting to speak, but words won't depart from your mouth? Can you imagine not being able to control feelings, overwhelmed or anxious? Can you imagine eating only peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because other foods look scary or weird, and your brain refuses to try something different? Can you imagine not being able to comprehend the methods to cooking, but can comprehend playing games on the computer? Can you imagine not being able to comprehend the danger of strangers? Can you imagine being in prison of your own body, of your own mind? Now, imagine. Imagine having 10 people at once telling you a story and everyone is speaking fast and loud. How would you feel? Would you feel overwhelmed? Would you quickly become anxious? Could you understand all voices at once? Would you scream at the sounds of all voices until they stop? Now, imagine someone coming towards you and wanting to give you a hug, and you can't stand the touch of another person, but you want to be loved. Or can you imagine not being able to hang out with people of your peers because you can't control loud sounds that utter from your mouth? This is part of the world of someone living with autism. According to Organization of Autism Speaks, on their website they discuss what is autism. On their website, the organization discussed what autism spectrum disorder is, and autism, which is the group of complex disorder of brain development. Autism has many different categories. It varies in different levels of autism. This includes difficulties in social interactions, verbal, nonverbal communication, and repetitive behaviors. According to May 2013 publications of the DSM-5 Diagnostic Manual, all autism disorder were merged into one umbrella, diagnosed of ASD. Previously, they were recognized as distinct subtypes, including autistic disorder, childhood disintegrative disorder, PDD, NOS, persuasive development disorder, not otherwise specified, and Asperger's syndrome. They also have found that someone with ASD excels in visual skills, music, math, art, organizational skills, and even computer skills. If your child has autism, or someone you may know that has autism, usually you can see the obvious signs of autism between the ages of 2 and 3. According to Active Beat website, an article called 10 Early Autism Symptoms in Young Children by Anna Flea discusses 10 early signs of autism. Some of the signs include having a hard time to interacting with other kids, sensitive to loud sounds, having hard times dealing with change, communication delay, using an object like a blanket or a hoodie as a way of protection, lack of empathy, and emotion outbursts. You may be thinking, why do I feel so strong about this topic? Well, I'm speaking for my sister who has to live with this every day. Not only does this affect my sister in so many ways, but it affects my family. My parents especially. Once my parents found out her diagnosis, they gave my sister special care. My parents provided her to the best schools that can help her. Also, my parents have had her involved in special outside activities that can help her with social development. These outside activities include after-school programs, going on field trips with her classmates, and doing exercise that keep her healthy and strong. But as normally there are some struggles that every family has when it comes to a loved one with autism. It's not easy. My parents always had a struggle with getting my sister out of the house. She always had an issue with loud noises. Not only was it hard because of the noises, but she had a hard time dealing with change. So we really couldn't go out in public without there always being an issue, because she would always feel uncomfortable. As her big sister, her autism affected me as well. As growing up with her, I didn't quite understood her autism, even though she was different, but I treated her as my equal. I had to develop skills that help her to be a better person. I had to learn communication skills and problem-solving skills. When we were in school, we were always together, but there were kids that used to bully us. But honestly, they really didn't know her, so it really didn't matter. As her bigger sister, I felt the need to always be her protector. So I had to be more mature at an earlier age. My sister is my other half. Without her, I wouldn't be whole. But people who has autism, they only want one thing. They just want acceptance. So treat them as normally, as normal people, not as a disease. According to Jay Deskowski, he once said, "I don't need autism awareness. Autism acceptance will do me just fine." And now, again, can you truly answer these questions? Can you really imagine wanting to speak, but words wouldn't depart from your own mouth? Can you imagine not being able to control feelings, or feeling overwhelmed or anxious? Can you really imagine eating only peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because there's other foods look scary or weird, and your brain refuses to try something different? Can you really imagine not being able to comprehend the methods to cooking, but can comprehend playing games on the computer? Can you truly imagine not being able to comprehend the danger of strangers? And can you really imagine being in prison of your own mind? That is my final speech, and thank you very much.